Hey YouTube, it's Gordon with Foxfire Unlimited. I needed to talk to you guys about something. I'm going to try not to channel Alpha Omega Sin too much here, okay? But it is going to be sort of like a rant. There's something that kind of came to my attention today with a game that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and that's Borderlands 2. A couple of things actually came to my attention. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory on me personally. I built an IBM 286 when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and that was more specifically to play Wolfenstein 3D on. And I was completely hooked on that, and then whenever Doom came out, I paid like $460 to upgrade from 2 megabytes of RAM to 4 megabytes of RAM just so I could play that damn game. And it was worth it. It was great. I saved for an entire frickin' summer and fall, and I finally was able to play Doom without it skipping, and everyone else at school was jealous, I'll tell you that. But anyway, so, I mean, I played first-person shooters on the PC growing up, like Strife, Heretic Hexen, Star Wars Dark Forces, there was, let's see, Rise of the Triad was great, Witch Haven 2, and then Quake came out, obviously, and then I was a huge Quake 2 fan. I still play Quake 2 to this day. In fact, that's the only reason why I own, where did it go? The Quake 4. Just because the special edition has Quake 2 on it. That's the only reason why I bought it. So, there's that. And since I had a PC, I also got into Diablo, actually. I was a beta tester for Diablo 2, and then I was a beta tester for Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, actually. Everyone else got the Druid. I was one of the few people that got the Assassin, and it figures I hate the Assassin. I could not stand that class at all. But, so, I mean, I go back with Diablo quite a bit, too. And, dungeon crawling, I like it, personally. Phantasy Star Online, I like dungeon crawling, I like collecting the loot, all that kind of stuff. Diablo 3, unfortunately, it's a clone of WoW. I really don't like it at all. I played it, I have a couple level 60s, a couple of Paragon levels, but by and large the game hates melee, and I miss my Paladin. So, not much I can do there. Now, getting to the point, I love Borderlands because it basically combines all the greatest things about first-person shooters with all the things about dungeon crawling and loot collecting. And that's great. Plays right into what I like in a video game. Just getting the best possible thing you can, grinding, leveling, and I like it personally. It's just me. Now, Borderlands 2, I was really, really excited about it. And then all of a sudden, I heard a couple of things. Like, for one thing, the Ultimate Loot Chest. The way it was packaged, now this might seem like a minor gripe to everyone, but if you're getting a treasure chest, wouldn't you expect everything to be inside the treasure chest? I mean, it just kind of makes sense that way, right? Then, on top of that, word is that there's a whole bunch of people, like not isolated incidents, that are missing things from the loot chest, like the whole thing. Some people are missing the cloth map, some people are missing the game itself, some people are missing the bobblehead, I don't know what's going on with, I don't know if it's the publisher or whatever that's responsible for that. People just weren't, quality checking as best they could be, but they needed to get their crap in order before this. This is, to a lot of people, this is the big game of the year for them. So there's that. Then something else that, that was one thing. Mistakes do happen. I worked at GameStop for 6.5 years. Sometimes games get shipped without, the disc inside, stuff like that. But there's something else. Downloadable content. More specifically, downloadable content that is on the disc already. Now, let me just pull out another thing. I have not bought a single Capcom game since this game came out. Because they promised us this would be it. There was not going to be another version of it. Everything that we needed was going to be on that. They weren't going to do Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Championship Edition, all that kind of stuff. They weren't going to do that. Then what did they do? Not even 9 months later, Ultimate. And then on top of that, all the DLC for Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was on the disc already. Now this may seem like old news to everyone, but where does it relate to Borderlands? Early reports, all the DLC for the Necromancer and a couple other things are already on the disc for Borderlands 2. Randy Pitchford, I don't know if that was your decision. Probably not. Probably producers. I don't know. But you're a gamer. Doesn't that piss you off too? I mean, essentially what that does is you're making us pay for things twice. We already own the game, and then you're making us pay for it again. What about the people that don't have the internet? There's people that like Wyoming. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, isolated instances. But still, what happens whenever the servers go down? Again, this is all old arguments, but Gearbox, we expect more from you because you are a superior company. And it's just not something we would have expected from you. And it's very disappointing. From a personal level, I'm very disappointed with it. I'm praying that it's just rumors and that type of thing, but if it's true and you actually did lock out content, I don't even know. There's 2 other games besides Borderlands 2 that I've been looking forward to this whole entire year. One of them is straight downloadable content, and that's the Dark Souls expansion pack that comes out next month. And then the other one was supposed to be February. I don't know why it was pushed back a whole freaking year, but Aliens Colonial Marines. I want that game. I love Alien. Love it. Love it. Everything about it. Everything. Xenomorphs, yeah. Alien Trilogy. I played the ever-loving crap out of this game. Yeah, I beat all of it on the hardest difficulty with no codes, nothing. I love Alien, and the fact that you guys are actually making a real sequel to that, I flipped out. I reserved it. I paid it off the very first day that I could reserve it, and now I'm finding out that there may be DLC that you're gonna lock out for us. Please don't do that. Please don't do it. Just don't. So that's my rant. I'm hoping you guys have understood where I'm coming from as a gamer, and so that's basically all I have for you guys tonight. If you guys have Borderlands 2, good luck, and I'm sure I'll see you in the game. Have a good night.